Hi, this is Old Dude again, continuing on in my series of my analysis of liquid as I go through these exercises for my movement theory. Why do I keep messing up that word? Creative movement therapy using liquid as a base. I want to share with you something that I adapted from a liquid dancer. His name is Kai. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Kai. He's one of my favorites. He's exploring some concepts called levers, which I also wrote him about in an earlier YouTube post where I used Filipino arnis sticks to show him the similarities of how liquid movement might be applied to doing that. But he had a gridding system which he used for something else, and I was thinking, I said, man, I bet you that I can use this gridding system for something else. So this is my makeshift grid right here. As you can see, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points that intersect. You have diagonal lines, you have horizontal lines. Just keep this grid right here in mind, because in the next few minutes I'm going to demonstrate how I use it. The artist name, the King of South Carolina, shared with me that you need to kind of use mime and your own creativity as you're continuing on in your liquid practice. So I was saying, well, one thing I see mimes do a lot, they do the mirror thing, but because, of my wrist doesn't naturally turn out like this. I know it looks like this now on the screen, but, if you saw it in person, it's kind of curved in a little bit. It's one of the things I use the liquid therapy, for. So I said, how can I use this concept that the mimes use and just work it to my advantage? And I came up with this grid. So what I do with it is, let you look at it again. Anywhere on this grid system, I can grab here, 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 or at the bottom here, and anywhere in between, so going with the concept that a mime uses when they do the window pane, kind of exercise. They kind of put the hand here and then they freeze it while they take the other hand off and grab another spot, and freeze that, and so on and so forth. So what I adopted, using the liquid movement, is to just grab, 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 grab. Now, the way the grid kind of enters into it is it gives me something to visualize, because since a lot of liquid movement is about miming, you need something for your mind to kind of focus on. At least I do. Us old folks, sometimes, we kind of, have lapses of memories and whatnot. And so I found that by using the grid system, I can always kind of visualize in my head where that is, and kind of incorporate it into my liquid. If I'm doing something like this, if I'm doing, tunnels, I could at one point, maybe stop, and do this, maybe go on to something else, I don't have to go through every point, but the fact that I know the grid in my head and it's an easy concept to grab onto, pun unintended, I can just keep referring back to it. Now, you can also apply the liquid movement as you're grabbing onto each coordinate. What's good about it is you can turn it and spin it. You can flip it this way. You can go, if I had more space here, you can kind of keep turning, the grid, keep bringing it down, until, you kind of, I'm losing my train of thought here because I'm doing two things at once. You get the idea, though. It's just something really for your mind to concentrate on. And I'm finding out the more that I do this that this is not, it's as much, I'll say, a mind kind of thing as it is a body kind of thing. And this is what I'm, finding out, as I go through this. It's something that's good for you mentally. As part of my therapy for this, it started out, as a physical thing, something that helps, my hands to kind of, move because the movements are Tai Chi like. And I was a martial artist for a couple of years, and much as I love Tai Chi, I got kind of bored, with it, and I wanted something that was more spontaneous, more free flowing, something that I could make up, on the spot, but something at the same time, was flowing. And so liquid kind of filled, that void. But what's also good about it is I find that, when you're doing the liquid, it puts your mind in a more, relaxed kind of state. I won't say trance, like I think that's the wrong word for it, but it puts it in a state where, it's calm. It's calm. It's almost meditative. And when you're going through any kind of convalescing, that definitely helps. Any doctor will tell you that you need to be calm, especially if you have high blood pressure, like I have. It helps to calm down your mind, and soothe your spirit. So this is a dance, that is definitely, as much therapeutic, as it is cool and fun to watch. And I find that, unlike most other dances that are very acrobatic, which I love, like, locking, like break dancing, like, top rocking, whatever the names are, spinning on your head, whatever. This is something that you can do, into your old age. I mean, for the most part, come on, I'm not standing up doing steps. I'm sitting down in a chair, and I'm doing this and just getting as much fun, as anybody else would get if they were standing up on a dance floor, doing it. And I think we need to kind of expand, our opinions, on what dance is and what dance can do. So if you agree, comments field. My name is Old Dude. That's the moniker, but the name is Elgin Bowling. You can write me at cartoonsforyou2@aol.com.